the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers' offense will be first on the attack. Hands it off. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Pitt. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw on third. The sure hands, it's Hansen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the single back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking down the middle. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Gone over the middle. It's Dobbs. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Pittsburgh now has it in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Unleashes to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up for the PAT.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the op. Negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Give to the single back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go right back to the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft.
He wants to take the top off. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of him, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to bull his way in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on third down. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, what a move to get room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Nevada. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They go to the ground. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Oh, he dropped it. He had had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Got it in the middle. It's Bolden. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boston College will send out the punt team. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good...
There he goes! Drills him with the stiff arm. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hole with unproductive drives. Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Safe completion on the screen. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. Boston College will send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be dragged down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They believe they can run right here. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't connect on his first throw.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their...
Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the middle, it's Browning. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass, it's Van Buren. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4 and 1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Finds his man down the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big playability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays to...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Golden Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
He's brought down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Give to the big fullback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
He's tackled.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The run to the right. Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The give to the back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on